Welcome to Wednesday's News Moto. Each week we partner a moto ride somewhere in Cambodia with updates about what's happening around the country. It's a fun way for you to keep up to date with events in the kingdom. Today's ride is the second from our recent visit to Battambang. There will be a link to that video at the end of this one. We're just back from our 3-day trip to Sihanoukville and hope to have a video out in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, we posted lots of photos on Facebook and Instagram if you want to check those out. At For Riel, we donate the money we earn from YouTube to charities in Cambodia, and you can see the total on screen now. We regularly support Cambodian Children's Trust, Heartprint and Reach. Thank you for watching our videos. If you haven't subscribed, please do so as it really helps. We've recently added a Buy Me a Coffee link as well. Any money we receive from there will be used to help improve and grow the channel through upgrading our equipment, and that means we can show the beauty of Cambodia to the world. We're always for real about promoting Cambodia. Okay, now the formalities are out of the way, let's get into the news. It is Wednesday the 31st of July, and today we get wet and wild in the green season of Cambodia. First up, in a tragic update, the wreckage of the helicopter that went missing has been found in the Cardamom Mountains. The wreckage contained the body of one of the pilots. The body of the second pilot was found 210 metres from the crash site. The discovery comes after intense and concentrated search efforts following the initial finding of the wreckage where the first pilot was found. The Royal Cambodian Armed Forces and local rescue teams had been tirelessly scouring the area in the hopes of finding the second pilot alive after he was not located in or near the helicopter wreckage. Sadly, though, it was not the ending everyone was hoping for. Due to the large amount of rainfall over Southeast Asia, flood warnings have been issued for several rivers and road closures have also been announced. Flooding has reached dangerous levels, inundating homes of hundreds of families, and also a crocodile scare has alarmed residents in a commune of Pasat's Vielvong district. The Pasat provincial governor announced that the floodwaters had brought a large crocodile. A member of the Osom commune council said residents spotted the crocodile behind their homes after the water entered the village. He said they did not know where the crocodile came from, but there is a Siamese crocodile conservation area in the region. However, the councillor noted that the crocodile seen by the villagers was much larger than the typical Siamese crocodile, which primarily eats fish. Back to the flooding though, the provincial administration warned residents to avoid possible accidents by remaining vigilant, especially those living in vulnerable areas along the Stung Sen River. It advised that children should be prohibited from playing in the water, and residents should take care to protect vital documents and personal property. And crocs aren't the only thing to watch out for when it floods. The Cambodian Mine Action and Victim Assistance Authority called on the public to be vigilant during and after floods because the fast-moving water can unearth landmines. The CMAA has also instructed demining operators and called on relevant ministries, such as the Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport, to cooperate in implementing a number of measures to educate people to be very careful following heavy rain or flooding in their area, due to the increased risk of encountering mines and explosive remnants of war. The announcement added that the relevant ministries must respond in a timely manner to collect and destroy landmines and explosive remnants of war reported by residents, and immediately place markers in areas suspected of having landmines and explosive remnants of war. A CMAA spokesperson said that the provinces with the most mines uncovered during the rainy season were those located along the Mekong River, the Tonle Sap, and in provinces bordering Thailand. Each year, the rainy season typically sees a rise in landmine casualties. Cambodia has been able to clear some of its landmines, but for now the danger is still there, so people must be educated to reduce the risk of injury or death. Education has been very effective at reminding people not to touch or handle mines they encounter and to stay away from former battlefields. In more water news, due to the continuous rainy weather around the Kampot Reservoir area of the Hydropower station, water levels rose to a height of 149 metres. The inflow into the reservoir reached 362 cubic metres per second, so a release was needed. Localised flooding was reported, but no major damage was sustained. Just a reminder, if you're travelling around Cambodia, to make sure you double-check the condition of your destination and any roads you might be using to get there. In some better and drier news, the Siem Reap Passport Service Office is scheduled to open at the end of 2024. It will be located in the Heritage Walk in Siem Reap City, according to an announcement from the provincial administration. The director of the Siem Reap Provincial Administration said that the new service will offer convenience and other benefits to residents of the province. At the moment, local people must travel to either Phnom Penh or Battambang for passport services. Great news for locals. It makes us dream about one day getting visa extensions processed in Siem Reap, which would cut down on processing time and travel agent fees. Probably never happen though. Talking about travel, a report from the Ministry of Tourism has shown that in the 1 week period from July 15th to the 21st, Cambodia received 261,700 national tourists and 54,300 foreign tourists. During the same period, a total of 15,300 tickets for the Angkor Archaeological Park was sold to foreign tourists, an increase of 18%, bringing in a revenue of $688,000. The report showed the total number of international flights to Cambodia at 473, of which Phnom Penh International Airport received 349, Siem Reap Angkor International Airport 109, and Praia International Airport Sihanoukville received 15 flights. AirAsia Cambodia announced that on the 1st of August, daily direct flights between Phnom Penh and Kuala Lumpur will commence, providing travellers with convenient and affordable travel options between the two capitals. The introduction of direct flights between Phnom Penh and Kuala Lumpur is a positive development for the tourism industry in Cambodia. It will enhance connectivity and make it easier for tourists to visit both countries. AirAsia Cambodia's expansion into international routes demonstrates the airline's commitment to the Cambodian market. Cambodia had 3.16 million foreign tourists in the first half of this year. That's an increase of 22.7% from 2.57 million recorded in the same period in 2023. Some 1.51 million foreign visitors, or about 36.4% of the total foreign tourists, arrived in Cambodia via airports, a year-on-year increase of 26.2%, with the rest entering the kingdom via land or water. Earlier in July, AirAsia started direct flights to Sihanoukville from Kuala Lumpur with 3 flights weekly. We're huge fans of the low-cost carrier, and last weekend we flew from Siem Reap to Sihanoukville with them for $27. As I mentioned earlier, photos are up already and a video will follow soon. Recently, AirAsia also announced that it will launch direct flights between Siem Reap and Phuket in Thailand, with 3 weekly flights from the 29th of October this year. Now to a bat cave without any beer. Banan District Administration in Battambang says it has banned sales of alcohol at the important religious site of Phnom Sampov. The Banan District Administration has instructed traders not to sell alcohol on the streets in front of Praia Ang Thom and Phnom Sampov Pagoda. This is famously where millions of bats live in a cave next to the site and fly from every night. The sunset show draws large crowds to see the mass exodus of bats. We are unsure if there will be a certain distance or a special area to accommodate those people. The administration stated that local people support these measures because the Phnom Sampov is a place of worship for general public according to religious traditions. Now have a look at this huge bust. As you can see, they must have had to reinforce the table of shame for it to take that display. Police cracked down on 2 suspects and confiscated more than 200 kilograms of drugs smuggled into Cambodia. Apparently the drugs were ready to be exported. The 2 suspects are, you guessed it, foreign nationals, and they were arrested with their narcotics haul around Conneria Bridge and the Bokor traffic light. The suspects and exhibits have been sent to the Phnom Penh Municipal Court for legal proceedings. Now we have the Moto Madness Gold Edition. 2 luxury car drivers smashed into each other in Phnom Penh. Witnesses say that a man driving a Lexus LM350H car, which can cost over $275,000, carelessly crashed into a BMW i8 luxury car, which costs around $60,000, and in this case was being driven by a woman. Both cars were seriously damaged by the incident, but fortunately there were no injuries except to their bank accounts. After the incident, the 2 sides reached an agreement, with the Lexus driver agreeing to have the BMW repaired to end the costly affair. And now to finish off with a good news water story. Release the turtles, shall we? 5 royal turtles were recently released into the Srayambel River in southwestern Cambodia. Since 2015, 186 royal turtles have been released into the wild, thanks to a turtle nest protection and breeding program. The royal turtles are only found in Cambodia, Malaysia and Indonesia, and only an estimated 100 turtles live in the wild in Cambodia. Hopefully, through partnerships with local communities and authorities, the royal turtle and all of Cambodia's threatened species can be sustained for future generations. And that brings us to the end of this week's news. You're now up to date with all of the most important events in the kingdom. As I mentioned earlier, the video of our recent trip to Battambang will appear on the screen momentarily. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, have a great week, and we'll see you very soon.